Hey budgeteers, I am back and we're going to get diving right into this. I know it's been a while. I've been doing some schooling and a lot of vacations. I'm also actually building a finance app that you can do your personal budgeting on, an app that will be available on Android soon and iOS there to follow. I don't know when that will come out, but I am pushing forward on that. So subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on that and figure out when the app will be released. The budget template will always remain free and available. I'll continue to update it year over year, but I want to give many different options of ways that you can budget. But I've got to dive into August now. We've skipped an entire month because I've been so busy, and we're going to do that together. I've already looked at what it looks like at the end, and it is crazy, as you probably know from the title of this video. So let's go in. I'll show you what I'm going to do, and we will get August complete and do September in another video. Here we go, budgeteers.
All right, and we're back. We're going to quickly add in July, get it closed out, and then we'll get through August. So I've got the extras here that we need to go ahead and add in really quick, and we'll just go ahead and blow through this. Most of you are familiar with the budget template, so let's get that done. We've got here 16 transactions. We'll come on over here and we'll start adding some rows. So let's go 2. We'll add a few more. 4. We've got 8, and if we double those, we'll have 16, and we'll add a couple for good measure since we're going to be doing August in here too. Let's just throw a few more in. All of these will again be July, so that's great. And then we've got different days. And again, to do the days, the best way to do that is to take the time over here. I believe if we paste them there, that should be good. Perfect. And I'll go like this, equals day, parenthesis, grab that serial number. Oops, put an extra slash in there. And we'll go ahead and run those down. So you'll see here that they all work. Go ahead and paste those as values. We'll want our amounts here. So let's grab these as well. And we'll paste those as well. And then statement comments. So I've already edited these just a little bit so that they're not identifiable. Throw those in. And let's do some categorizations. So we've got Hulu, week 2. We have our internet. We have Quincy's income. Week 3. Netflix. And you'll notice most of these, I just name them pretty much exactly what their category is. This is the home repair budget. We have extra income. I don't know what bucket we have there for that. Let's see. We've got tax return, Quincy's. So actually, I haven't had any extra income from anything outside for quite some time. So let's go ahead and add one in here. We'll do, we'll just call it bonus. Bonus income, even. Let's do that. All right, so now that should flow all the way through to July. We'll see that here, bonus income. And if we go over to our expense tracker, we should now have bonus income. Perfect. Throw in some tithing. Extra income again. Extra income again. Tithing. We have a mortgage payment. Week 4, cell phone, and I think we might have called that mobile phone or something silly. I can't remember what I did. Oh, I did. Oh, that always drives me crazy when I name something like that for the whole year. I could change it, but it's easier just to keep it for me. Electricity, and that will close out July. So if we jump over to July now, we'll be able to see our income came in. We have everything accounted for, looking good. So let's go ahead and move our copy. We'll create a copy, put it right here next to July. And let's go ahead and rename this August 2017. And let's come up here and we'll change this to August 2017. Perfect. So for our income, I think we're going to be closer to $3,500 during the month of August in our budget. And I want to be realistic with that. Keep the tithing at 10%. Mortgage, everything else should stay about the same. With that, our budget will end us at $277. Now, I've got to remember if there was a 5th week in there or not. We'll go change these as we go since we're doing August on the fly. But other than that, it looks like we will be able to pull this through. And that income may actually be a high estimate. We took a bunch of time off, a lot of it unpaid. And we'll see where it goes from there. So let's jump into August now. Diving into August, the first place I want to start is right here on the bucket accounts page. because we are going to see a massive drop in this, and you're going to see why. Honestly, whether it was the right choice or not, that's up to you to decide. But for us and where we were at the exact moment, this was the best thing we ever could have done. So I know that some of you will look at this and wonder what I was thinking, but I'm going to show you anyway because this is real life. This is what happens. So basically, if I jump over here, we can take our August transactions. We'll see here that there are quite a few of them. We did a lot, and some of these flow from July. So whenever I put anything on my credit card from my bucket accounts, they usually hit in the following month. We did a lot late in July and then early in September, or sorry, where were we? August. And that is what we're going to see right here today. So let's jump over to our expense tracker, and we've got to add a lot of rows. So let's go ahead. That's what wants to insert some copied things. We'll go ahead and turn that to 4, turn it to 8, turn it to 16, turn it to 32, and that should do it for us. Considering we have 31, let's go ahead and we will paste those here to make sure. And it looks like it ended right on target. So, and we're going to change up from July to August 2017. And this is going to flow all the way up, except for the last row. Perfect. And again, we can use our wonderful day function since we just put everything over here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Day. And we'll drag that all the way up as well and end those there. We're going to copy, paste the values so that they're not linked over here anymore. And actually, now that I'm done with those, I can highlight them all and erase them. And we'll bring over our amounts. So here they are. And honestly, as I look back through and see our income lines, they are far below what I believe I estimated there real quick, which could be entertaining. So let's go ahead and grab these here. And we'll drop that down. Oops, so we'll drop them as this so that they don't erase what it looks like. All right, so here's what I've done. We went on some amazing vacations. This year we went to Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago. We went to Toronto. We hit up Niagara Falls. We went to Seattle. We went up through Coeur d'Alene, Portland, Oregon, and then we went to Bear Lake, Utah, which we spent a week there. You'll see a little bit of good, a little bit of bad from all of it, and mostly bad, honestly. We had a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and see what we did here. So we actually decided to just drain a holiday out completely, and we'll have to catch up on some of that, and that's what we've done here. So this will all come out of the holiday budget. You can see here, this was home repair where we took from. We have our standard water. We have Quincy's income. We did have a reimbursement come through from Amazon. Then we have our week 1. And you'll notice 2 above it. I'm going to go to this one first. This is also week 1. It's a reimbursement. We spent the week at a place where we didn't need to spend money at all. So we actually were just sitting on a beach at a family cabin, and therefore we didn't spend a dime. We did great. Brought food that we already had for the week, and then we had to come back and catch up. So that actually helped. But helping is going to hurt. So we've got Hulu. We've got holiday used for vacation. So this was, I think, vacation, I believe. Let's hurry and take a look at the bucket accounts. There we go. Perfect. All right. So we're going to keep going. We have our internet. This is just our standard gas. This again is Quincy's income. We have water. This is our car gas, which we used for most of the travel. We did drive on a lot of it, actually all of it, this year. So Netflix, we pulled from our car insurance fund. We pulled from our Amazon Prime fund. Again, I know some of you will be wondering, what were you thinking? Oh, I was thinking we were having a really, really good summer. We don't do this very often, but we realized things were coming. Now, this is a new line that we love. So we're going to jump back over to the Start Here tab. We've now got a new income. So we now have Airbnb income. We rented out our house for the first time. There was a really awesome solar eclipse. Some of you may have experienced it. And it went right over Idaho Falls. So we were actually able to rent out our house. And we had some awesome people come in, and that was a lot of fun. So then we've got our mobile phone. We have our trash, which really is just us getting rid of things. But then we have new cell phones. This was real. We actually bought new cell phones. or new cell phone. So health, really travel, education. This was actually for school. It's starting again. And clothes. We're going to drain that out because we really did do that. So let's jump over to the buckets. We'll see what kind of hit we had here. So we've got all of these. You'll notice we basically zeroed out a bunch of accounts. We left car repair untouched. We know we've got some coming up for that. We left education with some in there, but that was an actual real expense to get us ready for education. This is going to be for more coming up that we know of. We left some for medical, childcare, and our HOA. And childcare is typically just babysitting when we go out on dates or when we go to the gym, that sort of thing. And the HOA, we've got to build that one up quicker than the other ones. The other ones will have a little bit more time to catch up on, and we've done the math on what we need to do in order to get there. So now let's look at August and see how it was impacted. First of all, there was not a week 5, so that's great. We can go ahead and we've got days in week 1. Perfect. So with that, everything looks pretty good. We will go ahead and remove this one here. And that will help us out just a little bit. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and take a look. Our income, we budgeted $3,500. I actually only made $32 in that month, but we did make some Airbnb profit, which is good. Then we had a reimbursement. We had some tithing come through. We've got a couple little shortages there. We need to have one more accounted for, and I think it comes through in September. So we'll go ahead and catch that. And when I find it in September in the next video, we'll bring it back to August just so that it matches up just fine. Mortgage came in, gas came in. Our electricity is way over budget. We did put in an air conditioner this year for the summer. So for 3 months, we have run about $20 to $25 over budget. And we'll see that again in September. I guarantee it. Sewer came in just great. Internet came in a little under. Mobile phones, we're going to adjust this budget going into September. We are going to increase that just a little bit. We've added a couple new lines for our kids and done some things for their safety. And then water, we actually had a double up, I believe, in July. If you look back at water, oh, it came in there too. Interesting. Well, that may be something I need to go back and look at. This is exactly my budget. Oh, here we go. There's where the skip was June. So, and then we are watering our lawn and everything through the summer. So that is anticipated to be definitely higher than it was in, we'll say, May. We've got 1775. It should slowly creep back down here. We've now turned off our water systems and things are good. But this is where our buckets are. As you know, they are obliterated. We will need to start filling those up again, and we will begin doing that starting now. We'll see you next time, Budgeteers.